Yo, what's up guys? This is Hubbykun, and welcome to this new Let's Play series of Octopath Traveler. Now, I had already started this game on stream, however there wasn't enough support for the game. So I wanted to try my luck on YouTube instead. Now, I understand why people would be so turned off for me playing such a long JRPG on stream, and it's probably because, one, it's a very long game, two, there is a lot of things I would have to explain to everyone. So if you were to miss an episode, then you probably wouldn't get it. So if somebody were to randomly tune in while I'm in the middle of the game and I don't explain the beginning of the game, it probably wouldn't make any sense. And three, the VODs on Twitch, they get deleted, so in case you do miss something and you do want to see it, people don't go on Twitch to see recordings. People go on Twitch to see live reactions. So I decided to switch it on over to YouTube instead. But yeah, guys, let's just start right now. I've been doing this for a really long time, aka I've been trying to test out the quality, and I think I've finally settled on one of them. So let's get started on our 8 characters. We have Ophelia the guide. She is a cleric. Next up we have Honeychuu the hunter. We've got Therese the thief. Got our boy Alfin, the apothecary. Primrose, the dancer. Albright, the warrior. Tressa, the merchant. And finally Cyrus, the scholar. Now, I've already made up my mind. On stream, I picked Therese because it reminded me of a character that Honey actually drew. It just seems so similar. However, after going through the first parts, going through all the chapter 1s, I feel as though Cyrus is my favorite one. Now guys, I haven't really gotten too far into the game, so I'm still going to put a no spoiler tag because it's semi-blind because I've gone through every single chapter 1. So, in order for me to get to the blind part, which is some of the chapter 2s, I'm going to need to play through the first part. But, after all that, Cyrus is my favorite. Oh boy, Hubbykun, you picked me as your favorite, how kind of you. Well, yes, Cyrus, of course. You are naturally the funniest character, in my opinion. Alright. Shut up, Hubbykun. It's time for class.
Atlasdam was founded some 2 centuries ago.
Alright, this is going to be on your next exam. Alright. The next person that can answer this question will get 10 bonus points. Alright.
Indeed.
And blah.
Standing on the continent.
I'm just kidding, guys. Cyrus is something else, though. I would have him as my teacher for sure. He's my professor.
But
my professor.
there was another city-state with a history as long and proud as our own that came to a tragic ruin only 8 short years ago.
So I was thinking, should I let these voiced cutscenes just roll out, or would you mind me talking over them?
Who can tell me its name?
All right then, Therese. Have you been listening to me?
Therese?
Oh, what are you gazing at? Your mouth is hanging low, a little drool coming out of you. What are you staring at? Oh, is there something on my face? I didn't study, Professor. Well, that is a shame. Oh, goodness gracious. All right, I'll give you some redemption right here.
No need to get all flustered.
Dude, what a chill professor right here. Oh, man.
As you have a desire to learn. The answer is in your textbook. Go on now, look it up.
Oh.
Yes, Professor.
That would still be very nerve-wracking, especially if you're taking your time trying to look up the answer in your textbook. Alrighty then, take your time. There are no wrong answers.
I believe it was Hornberg.
Ah, yes, Hornberg! You got it! That's right!
That is
10 points for Atlasdam! Alright! Oh, man.
Hornberg was ruled over by a royal family, said to be descended from priests of an ancient and long-forgotten religion. On the other hand, our fair Atlasdam was founded by one of the original clans that inhabited the Flatlands.
Alrighty then, let's go to our A student right
Who
over
can
here.
tell
Alright.
How many clans lived in the Flatlands at the time?
No wrong answers.
The histories have it that 8 clans did live in the Flatlands in those days.
Oh, you absolute genius. Somebody did study. That's at least 50 points for Atlasdam.
Correct you are, Your Highness.
All right. I do love me some young scholars. We got the one that actually studied, and we got the one that is, just staring at something. I don't know. Is there something on my face? Therese, tell me. No, Professor, there's nothing.
Change would come when the armies of Grandport invaded these lands some 2 centuries ago. At the time, the rulers of Grandport sought to exert their influence over territories inland.
Professor!
Ironically,
Professor!
this compelled the warring tribes.
You've gone
to
over
put
the time.
aside
It's
their
been 3 hours
differences and
already.
unite
Class
against
was
their
supposed to end like
common
2
foe.
hours ago. Oh, shut up, woman. I'm trying to explain to the class. My party of 2, actually, about everything.
But look at the time.
Whatever.
We'll
I do
pick up where we
want
left
myself
off
a
next
spot of
time.
tea anyways. Alright, class dismissed. Goodbye. Gotta get me some good books in there
Don't
too.
forget to read chapters 3 and 4 before our next lecture.
3 and 4. I'm looking at you, Therese. Oh, sorry,
And
Professor.
be prepared to answer questions on any of the material within.
Yes, Professor.
There's going to be an exam on Tuesday. Alright? Alright, now no slacking off, you
Thank
two.
you for another most stimulating lecture, Professor.
Oh man, so there's always gonna be, like, these are 2 types of students that I can relate to, right? Because I feel as though I can relate to both of them. I am both, you know, in the sort of way, right? So for Therese, I cram a lot. If I am genuinely uninterested in the subject, I'm just gonna be like, yeah, nah, dude, I don't know, man, I didn't read it, but I'll eventually get it anyways, right? I'll just read it over next time. If I don't do too well on a quiz or an exam, be like, yeah, let's go over it next time. Whereas, if there is a subject that I really, really enjoy, it'll probably be like Princess Mary, where I'll be like, oh yes, quite stimulating indeed, of course, woo! Yeah, except not without the accent. Alright guys, so, the thing about me that sets me apart from other Let's Players is that I do like to do voices. I'd like to try my best on some of the voices, right? I just feel like, especially in JRPGs where they aren't voiced, they would have more character in them, you know? One of my biggest inspirations would have to be Nico B. I've been watching him since Danganronpa, and everything that he does with the voices just makes it feel a lot more stimulating, gives them more character, right? Just gives them a lot of cool things for viewers to think about. Oh, Professor Albright! Oh, thank heavens you're still here. I thought I had missed you.
Your Highness.
What can I do for you, Your Highness?
The truth of
If you can spare the time, I had a question about something we learned today.
But of course.
But of course, Your Highness. It would be my pleasure to answer anything. After all, my role as your tutor is as important to me as any of my research. Unfortunately, I cannot spare much time. Is the question a quick one?
Indeed.
Yes, Professor, it will not take long. I was wondering about the ancient religion of Hornburg. Pray tell, what did they worship?
Very astute of you.
Oh, a very astute question, Your Highness. Alright, so let me just take out my notes real quick. Alright, I got like 10 pages of this. I wrote my thesis the other day, actually. Alright. And blah, and blah, and blah. I'm just kidding. Oh, yeah. But yeah, Cyrus did actually turn out to be my favorite character, because in a game where there's 8 unique individuals all traveling together, one of the things that I wanted to see was character interaction, right? When I was entering one of the second chapters, I had realized that, oh, there wasn't any interaction until we got something in the top right corner, and I pressed the button. It was character interaction, and of course, lo and behold, it was Cyrus, and it was absolutely hilarious. So I can't wait to see all of them. I'm gonna be prompted, right? I might miss a couple, possibly, but I want to try and get as many of those interactions as possible. But yeah, this game, though, I haven't even finished the game, and I feel as though it's going to be an amazing one. You know, that's just how I feel with some games. And I really want it to be like that for everybody, too.
Indeed.
Basically, the whole goal for Hubbykun is to create a community where we can all share the same likes, talk about the same things, right? And just be united. You know, I have set up my Discord already. I have a couple of people that I have close ties to that like the same things in general that I do. And I just want to keep on building that community, right? Twitch probably wasn't the greatest place for me to start growing, so I might as well start here where at least the videos will be here forever, you know? Alright, pray do not forget your assignment, Your Highness. Alright, remember,
Farewell.
I've got big expectations from you, young lady. Alrighty then. Oh, goodness gracious, I stumbled off and it's been 2 hours already. Ah, Therese! Hello!
Therese. Yes.
Did you have a question for me as well?
No.
No. Good day, Professor. Baka! Baka! Nani? Well... I hope that as we get through all of the episodes as well, I'll start to flesh out what I like. Obviously, I like video games. I mean, I wouldn't be here if it weren't for these games right here. But some other interesting things, if you probably picked up, yes, I like anime. Anime is sick, okay? I haven't watched too many. I've only watched about 80, maybe 75, possibly. So, you know, not really too big. If you have anything, I love comedy. Those are my favorite ones. Comedy, slice of life, rom-coms, you know, stuff like that. Those are my favorite ones. In terms of video games, my favorites are JRPGs. I like fighting games as well, and even though I'm bad at them, puzzle games. So hopefully we get a couple of puzzle games in a couple. Is that Ken? Shoutouts to the mod, dude. Alright, so when I heard that an original copy of The Church of Flame, A Complete Histoire had been donated to our archives, I simply had to see it! Also, shoutouts to Mercedes, Fire Emblem Three Houses. If you guys want to see a run of that game, absolutely let me know in the comments. I absolutely love Fire Emblem. Fire Emblem is top 5 favorite franchises, favorite series, something like that. And I've got most of them. The only ones that I don't have access to, well, I can access it through emulation. I do want to own the game itself, so I do have Path of Radiance. I do not have Radiant Dawn, so if I were to ever stumble upon it, or if I have enough money to buy a copy for myself, I will definitely do so. So, those are some options on the board. I was thinking of replaying through Xenoblade since I played through that on Steam. Oh my god, I said Steam. Stream. I'll have a list of all the games that I've beaten on stream so that you guys can recommend me something. Or even if you do see a game that I have played on stream and you missed it, right? Some of them could be very, very, very old. So one of them I've wanted to replay was Tales of Symphonia. That was my very first completion on stream, and it is not so fun. It is probably my worst one since it was my first one. So, you know, I'm down to replaying through Symphonia. Alright guys, but anyways, for these cutscenes right over here, would you want me to fully voice them, or do you want me to talk about some other things while these are rolling? It is your choice, everybody. Leave a comment below, for sure, about what you guys may prefer, you know? But I like doing a combination of both anyway, so I might, like, skim through some of this, right? If it's not as important, I'll probably talk about something else. But yeah. Alright, so here's the main leading problem of Cyrus's story right here. How odd, the tome is nowhere to be found. But it's not in this one. Gosh, it's so dusty down here too. Did somebody return it to the wrong shelf? Not here either. Goodness.
An interesting
These archives are strictly guarded and curated. Wherever could it have gone?
Professor Albright!
Professor Albright, the headmaster would see you at once.
Shouldn't that be would like to see you at once? I'm not really too fond of, like, some of the language sometimes. It'll become apparent when we cut to the Hunter. But, you know, I try my best, guys. I try my best. I wasn't a reader when I was a kid, okay? I definitely wasn't. I was more on the math side, and it slowly switched over to me actually not caring about any subject at all. But, you know me. Smart college kid, going to be a physical therapist, my guy. You know, I'd rather do the hands-on stuff. You know, I want to just help people flat out.
Cyrus,
that's why I want to be a physical therapist and want to go into the science fields. Alright, knock knock, open up the door, it's me! Your boy Cyrus.
Do enter.
All right, Cyrus. Never say that ever again. Well, I'm just trying to pick up what's hip nowadays. Headmaster, what is it?
My apologies for summoning you on such short notice.
Oh, look at that painting. It looks gross, and he looks
might
like
I
he
be of
could be the
assistance,
bad guy
Headmaster?
of this one. Holy moly. Well,
That
we'll see.
treatise on arcane studies you published. What in the gods' names were you thinking?
What do you mean? It was a pretty good hypothesis, if I do say so myself.
Sir? I do believe I made my hypothesis perfectly clear.
What are you talking about? It's pretty sick. My friends love it. Come on, give it a chance.
I'm not talking about your hypothesis. You went out of your way to cite one of the texts in our special archive.
Hey, I don't want to be shot down, you know? I don't want to plagiarize anything.
The knowledge housed in those tomes is the Royal Academy's greatest treasure. It is not to be divulged to the public at your whim. Laying it bare in one of your silly papers is out of the question.
Goodness! My paper is not silly. It's written on the most
I am fully
beautiful
aware
piece
of
of
the
paper
value of
I've ever
those
seen,
tomes,
written with
Headmaster.
marvelous
It is for
ink
that very
using the
reason
greatest
I would
feather
share the
pen.
knowledge with my
Doy.
Are to share nothing.
Oh yeah, that right
This is
there.
for the Academy and the Academy alone.
That right there is like a battle stance right there.
That goes
I
against everything.
haven't noticed that up until now, but he is very angry. Cyrus! Alright, one more for you and you're fired!
The best argument is sure to fall on deaf ears. The headmaster sees knowledge as a medal or precious stone, something to be appreciated by its rightful owner alone.
I want to share it with
Knowledge
the
is power,
world.
and
Come
power
on
is
now.
to be hoarded. An unfortunate attitude.
I think for something of the headmaster, right, if there's something
sincere
that's
apologies,
revolutionary down
Headmaster.
there in those
won't
archives,
happen
right?
again.
And there would
Is
be
there
a
anything
war to
else you
break
need of
out.
me?
I believe he'd be like, "Oh yeah, we have the knowledge, right? We'll have the upper hand this time." But no. Knowledge should be shared with the world.
That is
That's
all.
what it means to be a scholar. Whatever, screw these rules. I'm going back down there and citing everything in my papers. Thank you very much. Goodbye.
Sir?
Is what Cyrus thought.
I heard
However,
the
I
special
really need this job.
archives
How am I
will be
supposed to buy
closing
more books if I
early.
don't get paid? You know what I'm
If you
saying?
have research to do there, I would do so quickly.
Gosh darn it, you called me over here, and now this special archive room is closing in 10 minutes? Goodness, it takes me about 5 to get over there! How dare you!
Thank you for your concern, Headmaster. In that case, I'll be on my way.
I didn't need you anyways. Maybe we'll just get some tea on the way. Who knows?
Enter.
Excuse me.
Oh?
What's the matter?
Oh, this is no good at all.
It's about Professor Albright, sir.
Alrighty then, alright, goodness gracious, holy moly did he talk too long. Man, I just need to get my knowledge. Excuse me there, partner. It's my turn. Ooh, I don't want to skip that.
Can I help you?
Ah, Professor Albright.
A moment of
Did
your
you find
time.
any luck finding the tome?
My apologies.
I'm afraid not.
Say it is
Well,
not
this
so.
is most unfortunate. One might conclude that it has been stolen.
Actually,
Professor, taking books out of these archives is strictly forbidden. And as you know, the keys to the vault are entrusted to only a select few. Quite honestly, it would be easier to steal the crown off of the king's head.
Aho!
An impregnable vault, a disappearing tome. It would seem we have quite the mystery on our hands, don't we?
Oh, don't bring out the costume.
Oh, no, I'm not. I'm just simply thinking. What is this? Scooby-Doo? Oh, you're looking at me like I am playing it as Scooby-Doo. Well, possibly.
If it had been stolen, I would say it's a job for the city guard. But I can see you won't let it go until you've cracked the case, as it were. Oh, yeah. Oh, man, I've seen this on an episode of Let's Play Phoenix Wright. Oh, goodness gracious, I need to gather my evidence. Stay right here, Mercedes. I'm going to find the culprit and solve this puzzle.
I see.
Alrighty then. Cyrus away! Up!
Oh, no, watch your step.
It just like jumps out of the window.
Leave it to
Oh! I'll not deny it, worry not. The tome will be back on the shelf before he can bat an eyelash.
Take care.
Right, thanks. Best of your luck in your search.
Time to do some
And the
research.
game is afoot. Alright, so here we're going to be introduced to everybody's path actions. So if we press a certain button right over here, we should be able to talk to them, no problem. Alright, let's see now. Of course I got the key to the archives, and no, I wasn't sleeping, I was resting my eyes is all. But even if I was sleeping, what would it matter? What kind of fool would bother stealing a worthless tome anyway? Becca. Interesting. Interesting. Alright, we got a few more to talk to. Let's scrutinize Mercedes. Alright, let's see now.
Only Headmaster Yvonne and the guard stationed outside should have the key to the library archives.
Most intriguing. Are you sure you don't have it?
No.
Oh, okay. Anyways. Alright, let's see now. Oh, the key to the archives, oh, I haven't got that. I'm not surprised somebody stole a tome considering what they're worth. I've gambling debts myself, so I understand the temptation. Most intriguing. Young Russell. And isn't that like the first instant of Russell actually being there? But if we use scrutinize on other people, we should be able to find certain things like a hidden item, per se. So it's very nice to have at least one party member with a relatively similar ability, because all 8 of them have unique abilities. This is Cyrus's, scrutinize. So we should be able to find some hidden items on the ground. Now, granted, there are other characters that have similar actions, so we just need to test them out, right? See what we want. And make sure we do a whole lot of extra stuff like this, because you'll never know if these items will make or break your run. Alright, so we got a bunch of healing items, we got odds and ends, so that might be something else as well. Might be a side quest, mayhaps? Oh, Hubbykun, you're getting way too ahead of yourself. I know you've already played this game and you have me on the other file, level like 30 or something, but please, keep it brief for now. Okay, Cyrus, I got you. Alright, so let's scrutinize the headmaster. Oh, you know full well I have a key to the special archives, and that I would never be so foolish to let it fall into the wrong hands. In any event, I have had no reason to pursue those tomes in quite some time. Most intriguing. Alrighty then, let's take all of our information and kinda boggle it into one thing. Shoutouts to Danganronpa. Alright, think. Who possesses the keys to the archives? The headmaster and the guard.
But of course!
It all makes sense now. Alright. There are only 2 keys to the archives. One belonging to the headmaster and one to the guardsman. Now, whose key was it used? Whose key was used to unlock the archives? The guards. By God! The headmaster's key is safely locked away in his office. Furthermore, he hasn't visited the archives today. However, on the other hand, the guard has been acting suspiciously as of late, even sleeping while on active duty.
Oh.
It would be all too easy a task to lift the key off of his person. Interesting. Alrighty then, what else we got? So, is it possible that the god is our man? No.
No.
No, he would have no motive. The culprit must be someone who understands the true value of the tome. Which is to say, one of my colleagues.
and most likely the one who has accrued a frightful gambling debt.
Which means
Put
that...
it all together, and our villain is... Dun dun dun! It's Russell!
Yes.
Indubitably, the shifty scholar Russell! Yes, I dare say my logic is foul-proof. Foolproof. I said foul-proof.
Shall we begin?
Oh, now all that remains is to find our man and make him confess to the crime.
Alright guys, so another reason why I picked Cyrus is, in my opinion, I feel as though he is a character that I used a lot when I started playing this on stream. Now, at first when we saw Therian, I'll explain Therian once we get to Therian, right? But for our boy Cyrus, it seems that he is a very, very, very useful character. Now, we're getting into our first battle, so this is going to be our first dungeon right here, littered with a bunch of chests over here, containing goodies and knickknacks to help us with our adventure. Could be a healing item, could be an equip, could be
I've done
a
my
battle item.
research on you.
But Cyrus's, his ability when we're in battle is exploiting weaknesses of other enemies. So that is very, very, very helpful. So on the left-hand side is a shield, right? So when we hit attack and we find a weakness of his, and we break it, so the 1 means how many hits it will take for it to get stunned like this. So now the game is trying to explain us boost. If we hit this button right here, we should be able to amplify our damage in some sort of way. So for physical attacks, we're going to be doing more than 1. So if it's boosted to 3, we're going to be doing 3 physical moves. Alright, so every other character, or every class per se, is going to have their own skill. So for the Scholar, we have magic. AoE magic! This is why I absolutely love Cyrus. So let's hit him with a fireball. And since it is boosted, it's going to be doing a lot more damage. Unfortunately, magic only counts as 1, so even if we boost it by 2 or 3, it's only going to do a single weakness, or a single stab at the shield right over there. That's a good transition right there. And just like that, enemies that are staggered like that, or kind of stunned, will take extra damage, right? And they cannot move the previous turn. However, the turn after that, they will get priority and move first. Now, when it comes to the random battles, there's probably going to be a lot of them early on in the game, so it's up to you guys whether or not you want me to edit those out or show every single battle. Ha ha! Good one, Hubbykun. But I wanted to lead with Cyrus because his ability to scout out the weaknesses of these enemies is very, very nice. He has AoE, so even if there are multiple waves of enemies on the field, we should be able to at least hit all of them. And who doesn't love a charming young man that knows how to read and use magic? Ah, PK Fire!
PK Fire!
Oh, indubitably amazing. Great job, Hubbykun. You are commanding us very, very well right now. Alright. Also for video length, I kind of want to keep it between half an hour. Well, more so 20 minutes to half an hour. I think that would be a good mark right there. If you guys want to see more, obviously, if you want to see longer videos, then definitely leave a like, right? Comment, right? Be like, Hubbykun, we want longer videos! That will take a lot more editing for me. However, I don't mind it. This game is going to be long anyways, right? But for now, I'm going to focus on making them about, 20 to half an hour long. Since this is the first one, I might have overdone it a little bit. But you know what? I just wanted to get a nice, quick look into the game. Alright, so now we are hitting level 3.
We haven't hit a certain mechanic in the game yet, but you know what? Maybe I can get a couple more battles so that I can show you guys what can potentially happen when we hit a certain level. So wow, that is a unique enemy that I did not see when I was reporting. So this guy's actually weak to light right there. So that's going to be another element. So certain party members will have certain skills available to them. But as we continue to roll along, there's going to be something that can help us cover for that. So hopefully we get to that quite soon. But Cyrus by himself, he's pretty darn strong, ain't he? Look at that. I think it's about 2 more battles until we get to the next level, because I wanted to show this off before I ended the video. Again, I don't mind if I went over a little bit. But he's actually weak to wind, look at that! So yeah, so now do you see he has 2? It would be better to use our melee attack so we can get the break. You know, just something to think about when we're fighting this. So it takes a lot of strategy. It's a simple system, but it works. And the sprite work, it gives it nostalgia, right? It gives nostalgia. It feels like a game that you guys played way back in the day. And with the combination of the sprite work and the 3D modeling in the back, it just makes for one great game. Plus the music is on point as well. I absolutely love the music. Everything suits the mood. Well, from what I see. And it just feels like an old school game, you know? But I absolutely adore this game. I love all the characters, and you will see soon, guys. So, because I've already seen all the characters, right? Maybe you guys can leave a comment below. Which one is your favorite character, and why? Tell me why. Out of all of the other travelers. Of course, my favorite, I already told you guys, was Cyrus. Honey's favorite is Primrose. She's absolutely gorgeous, beautiful, and her motive is... It might seem to others like it's really, really dark because, you know, it kind of is. But she's a very, very, very nice woman. Oh my goodness. Alright, so we've hit level 4, so now we're getting into... Wait, really? Not yet? Man, I'm going to unlock this off screen, I swear, guys. We're probably going to unlock this function off screen from the pace of it. Maybe one more battle. Maybe one more battle will put me in the clear right here. But yeah, if I also remember correctly, I feel like Cyrus's story is kind of short in general, if I am remembering correctly. So yeah, guys, as we go through more videos, and as I get used to the format of the video, right, I'm just trying to think up topics to talk about, and I'm not stuttering as much, and I'm not feeling my sentences, because as a Filipino, it's kind of hard for me. There we go! Job points! Alright, goodness gracious, wow. As I was talking right there. So we finally got job points, so we got enough. So if we head on down to skills, we should be able to learn something extra. And for the Scholar, we have a lot of cool things. So we get the Lightning Bolt element, Analyze, right? So we get to reveal the HP and 1 weakness of the foe that we scan. Very, very helpful. Firestorm, now this is key, right? We can just skip to the bottom and just go for Lightning Blast, so 2 hits instead, Blizzard 2 hits, Firestorm 2 hits. That could be key when bursting down opponents. So I might want to grab these at the bottom before I even get Lightning Bolts. I don't know. I don't know, guys. What you feeling? I'm feeling there's a lot of stuff that is gonna be chilly. Am I right? Let's take Blizzard. But as we continue to do battle, right, and every level up, we restore our health and MP. So that's pretty important to take note of as well. We get these job points that we get to spend, and it's very, very cool what variety we can do. But you're like, Hubbykun, what if you run out, right? There's only just a limited amount. Well, you'll see. Gosh darn, curious viewer right there. Alright, so this is definitely going to be our last battle right here. Let's hit him up with the Blizzard, actually, right? A lot stronger, right? Look at that. It's amazing. That's why I love Cyrus, guys. Alright, guys, so off-screen, I'm going to be doing some off-screen training, right?
I definitely want to record on the same day because I want to finish up Cyrus's story and I want to get the next character as soon as possible. So anyways, guys, thank you for watching the video. Leave a comment about what you want to see, if there's any improvements that I can make. Obviously, I know my faults when it comes to speaking and grammar. That has been a very, very big thing about me as growing up as a Filipino, so I gotta be thinking like that. Leave a like if you like the video, want to see more, and don't forget to subscribe. Every subscription counts, and I want to try and build up a huge community with all of you. Anyways, guys, I will see you guys all later. Bye-bye.